Well, pretty much straight up, they have 6 points and are in need of any points they can find. They have 2 points to gain over ULM, who has the last spot in the Sun Belt Conference Championship. They need to climb up over a couple of teams. They've got tonight and two more games to do it. So the Herd coming in desperate for points any way they can find them. It is a perfect evening for some soccer tonight. Temperature in the mid 70s, wind negligible. Sun just starting to set. We will get you starting lineups as we get them out. Grace Hillis and Sydney Summers will take over the back line along with Ashton Cooley for Old Dominion. Ria Kioski will be one forward for the Monarchs. Julia Christuk is the other forward. In the midfield, it'll be Gribo Thriso, Katie Lutz, Riley Mullen in the middle. And in goal will be Aaron Jones getting another start tonight. Not Emily Bredick. It'll be Aaron Jones in goal for the Monarchs. On the other side, on the back line, is Kaiser Ekstrom, Angel Fowler, Madison Towns will make up the back line for the Thundering Herd. Ami Komori in the midfield. Bailey Fisher, she is their leading scorer. Also in the midfield, Larissa Travasos in the midfield. Riley McKinney, Katie Porter, and the goalie is Alexis Wogmuth. We will set up the coaches. We will set up, well, pretty much everything else we need to set up when we come back. Sunbelt Soccer here on ESPN+.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is going to fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
To you, it's a Bryant Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Now get 3.9% financing for 60 months plus $1,500 bonus cash on F-150 and F-150 Lightning.
Retirement looks and sounds a whole lot different at Atlantic Shores. The life you'll love is right here in the heart of Virginia Beach. Rent or buy, the choice, the freedom, and the fun are yours at Atlantic Shores.
To you, it's a Bryant Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
Bryant, whatever it takes.
It's Toyota's National Sales Event. Swipe into end of summer fun with an exciting new Toyota. Whether you're paddleboarding in a RAV4, mountain biking in a Tacoma, or tubing with your best friends in a Camry, you'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Right now, get a new Tacoma SR5 with low 4.99 APR financing, or lease one for just $279 a month for 36 months.
Come in today. Ooh, like
Toyota, let's go places.
We understand an upside-down world, but they're writing us off before we get to the starting line. A stalled generation? Who do you think is going to fix all this? We will, because our future is the future. The next greatest generation is now.
Back here in Norfolk, Virginia, getting ready for this Sun Belt Conference matchup between the Herd and the Old Dominion Monarchs. There is the head coach of the Thundering Herd, Rafa Simons, out of Brazil. Spent the last 2 seasons as the assistant coach on the men's side and made the head coaching move last all season, his first year at the helm, as we stand for our national anthem. right, some small technical difficulties at the top here, but I think we're getting ready underway. We mentioned the starting lineups. Here's how they look for the Monarchs. Again, Aaron Jones getting the start in net, and not Emily Bredick for Angie Hine. Bredick has a 4 shutouts on the season, with goalkeeper of the year last season in the Sun Belt. Has split time with Jones throughout most of this season. 10 games for Bredick, 9 games for Jones. Jones stands in there with a 108 GAA. Here's how the Thundering Herd will try to throw everything they can against her. Porter in the back with Meto and McKinney, Travasso, McCombs, and Fisher in the middle. Kamori, Fowler, Towns, and Rickstrom will be the back line. And their keeper is a strong keeper, and Alexis Wagamuth. Last season, 9 games, she had 5 shutouts in 9 games, was twice named goalkeeper of the week for the conference before she got injured. Has started to try to come back a little bit from that injury. Not as stellar a season this year so far, but 48 saves on the season and a 1.20 GAA. She does have 3 shutouts and a 3-5-4 record. Here's the formation for the Monarchs. Kioski, 9 goals on the season. She's coming off a 2-goal game on Friday. She gets the nod at forward alongside Riley Mullen and Christook. Grebo Thriso, Algarin, McCormick will be the midfielders. Lutz, Kulia, Hillis, and Summers will be the line in front of Jones. Our officials tonight, referee will be John Matto. Assistant referee John Siebold. Second assistant referee Matthew Starbuck. And fourth official will be David Elliott. Sunbelt crew, we talked about it off the top. The Herd need points any way they can get them. They come in with a 3-6-4 record, 1-3-3 in conference. They have 6 points in the conference. Right now, it is ULM, Louisiana Monroe, who has that final spot in the conference championship. They have 8 points. So the Herd, and there's a couple of teams in front of them too. They're going to have to jump a couple of teams. They're just looking for points any way they can find them. Tonight will be their final road game. Then they go home to play JMU, and they will take on Louisiana. The Monarchs, however, tonight is their final home game. They'll finish the season on the road. Angie Hind, if we missed her when we were doing the national anthem, once again, wanting things from the Monarch bench. In her 11th season, 3 straight conference championships for this team, including 2 in conference, or 1 in Conference USA, and the last 2 in the Sun Belt. We're getting ready to kick things off. Marshall going with the fashionable white on white jersey number, so hold on as we try to figure out who's who out there. Far side, we can tell you that's Coolio deflecting it, putting it back towards the middle. The number you're going to look out for Marshall will be number 7, Bailey Fisher. She is their leading scorer. Coming near side, that is Fisher. So he tries to cross one into the middle, but it's going to be knocked aside easily enough. Throw in for the Herd. That'll be taken by Brooklyn McComas. In towards the box, deflected, knocked out. Knocked right back in, but it'll be into touch and a throw for the Monarchs. The Monarchs coming in, score 20 goals on the season, have given up 13. They average 13.7 shots a game, have only given up 8.6 for the Herd. It's a little bit different story. 10.3 shots a game. They give up 12.7 per game. Only 12 goals on the season. They get some shots, but they just don't get a lot of goals. They haven't been able to find the net this season, including their last game was a perfect microcosm of their season. Their Friday night game was against Coastal Carolina. They lost 1-0, but outshot the shot that clears 20-6 in that game, but none of them found the back of the net. No, Monarchs deep push. We'll throw it in and give it right back out. Hillis got it in, but it goes back out to Marshall. He played back towards the keeper. A little bit of pressure here. Monarchs trying to throw some bodies forward, and Wolgamuth is quickly as they can. Into the middle it goes for the herd. Played off of Mito and back into the middle. Mullen couldn't quite chase that down for the Monarchs and go all the way back to Wolgamuth. 5'7" keeper. She's a sophomore. Is Lexus Wolgamuth in North Carolina. Kaisa Erkstrom giving it up on the back line for the herd and right back to Wolgamuth. Bit of a lazy pass here, trying to take advantage of it, and a stop made on the right side of the net for the shot from Christook. Didn't get a whole lot of pace on it. Probably was as surprised as Wolgamuth as that ball just sort of trickled out in front of her. Trying to go to that far post. Wolgamuth gets save number 1 on the night. Played up ahead, gonna go out of bounds. Audie Meto couldn't quite run it down. Here's Porter playing it back. It'll be Wolgamuth. A whistle, and this one's going to go towards the Monarchs against the herd. So first whistle of the night will go to Old Dominion. Free kick for the herd. Long ball down. Going over the top that time was Katie Lutz. Knocks it down. Alcazar Belgarin. Algarin had it. Lost it. Gives it up. Out into touch it goes. Looks like it might have gone off of Lutz. It did go off of Lutz. Throwing coming from Madison Towns. Towns getting it in. But 2-1. It'll go right through and be a goal kick for Erin Jones. Gets her first touch of the night. A little bit of company early on, but nothing too threatening. It's the first time she's got her gloves on the ball. Erin Jones, a 5'10" grad student. 17 saves on the season, 7 goals against. Talked about 9 games. She's got 9, and Bredek has 10. 3-2-2 the record for Erin Jones, who plays this one out in the midfield. Lutz with it, trying to sneak one ahead, could not get it through. James Madison leading everybody in the Sun Belt with points in conference. Only a few more games left. Erkstrom trying to go up against Kioski. Kioski lost that battle. That's a good battle to watch. Kaisa Erkstrom, 5'10" defender out of Sweden against Ria Kioski, leading scorer for Old Dominion and the 4th leading scorer. Yeah, 3rd leading scorer in the Sun Belt actually with 9 goals. And is Christook, who trying to make it move there and got it knocked out of bounds, but will earn a throw. So up comes Sydney Summers to take it. Monarchs trying to throw some more blue-shirted bodies towards the front of the net. Not a whole lot of space to work with. He gets it to Kioski, back to Summers. In trouble, taken away. Good defense that time from Meto. Looking right side, good move in the center there. Unfortunately, gave it right back away. That is Ami Kumori. Dancing in a phone booth, but didn't have any help. Deflected over there on the far side by Madison Town, so throw in for Old Dominion again. 1 shot on the scoreboard so far, belonging to the blue-clad Monarchs. Thanks for joining us. Andy Mishaw here with you, and Andrew Hughes Everybody bringing you the sights and sounds of this one here on ESPN Plus. Sunbelt Women's Soccer getting close to the end of the season now. Everything counts doubly. Into the middle, that one goes. Trying to keep it away from Fisher. If there is a weapon for the Herd, it is wearing number 7, Haley Fisher. Right side, a little bit of space here. Knocked away from McCombs, and a pretty good tackle, but McCombs will learn to throw. Brooklyn McCombs, 5'4", midfielding freshman out of Monroe, Ohio. She gets it in. Ahead now for Old Dominion. Kioski lays it up, trying to find Mullins. A bit too strong. Back it will come to the middle. It's Meto. Dumping it over. Not a whole lot of room out there. Old Dominion playing some solid defense. Super precise, but they'll win the ball anyway. Into the box. Nobody home. On the outside, though, there is somebody home, and that's just over the crossbar from Grebo Thriso. Seemed to sneak in there out of nowhere on the corner of the penalty area and just ripped it just wide. Everybody's looking to Kioski in the middle, and Thriso just over the top. First close call of the night. Somebody may have got a piece. They're going to call that a corner. Somebody must have got a piece of it on the way through. That's interesting. I don't know if Wagamuth got a hand on it or not, but it's going to be a corner. Got foul before that one hit the ground against Old Dominion, going the other way. Luisa Travasos was the one who went down. Didn't see who made the contact, but Travasos goes down in the box, and corner kick goes for naught. Wagamuth will play it back out. Here is Erkstrom. Into the middle they go, looking for a little bit of space. Over here from Meto. Meto had it, lost it. Taken away by Summers. Kioski, again, the battle between Kioski and Ekstrom. Ekstrom wins that one. A lot of time being spent so far early in this first half towards the Marshall net. 35 minutes to go in half number 1. We got a whistle, and that is going to go towards the Herd. So another foul called on Old Dominion. McComas was lining up for it. She's going to back off, and it's going to be Kaisa Ekstrom to take it. Sends it in towards the box. Nobody home for the Herd, though. Easy stop for Jones, who just picks it up off of bounds. Back line for the Monarchs been steady but quiet. They haven't had a whole lot of pressure yet. Well played up ahead to Kioski. Mullins behind her. Cannot get ahead to it, though. Taken down out of the midfield by Fowler. Not clear, though. Old Dominion back into the box, and Fowler will clear it out again. Angel Fowler, 5'8" defensive junior from Sutton, England. She has been busy. So the Monarchs are going to earn their second corner of the night. And looks like Andrea Balcazar Algarin will be the one to take it from Mexico City. White footer looking for an out swinger. Nobody in the box yet for the Monarchs. A lot of blue shirts just on the outside. Now they come crashing in. Here is the kick. It comes in low. Tipped on and held on to by Alexis Wagamuth. Ashlyn Kulia got the one-time shot. Not a lot on it, but directed well. Came in low. Kulia got the shot on. Third shot of the night for Old Dominion so far, and another save for Wagamuth. Hurd trying to find any way to get some space, get it forward a little bit. Kimori had it but lost it, and Old Dominion's going to take it again. Into the middle, Kioski trying to play it back. That one is blocked from Thriso's foot. Mullins had it, now off to the right side. Popped up in the air looking for Kioski, but it's going to go onto the top of the net. Good thought from Katie Lutz on the outside, but the pass just a little bit off. 4 shots on hit for the Monarchs now. Old Dominion 9-4-2 on the season, 4-1-2 at home. Last game they played was against the West leading Sunbelt squad, the Texas State Bobcats. It was a 2-0 win. Both goals came early in the second half, and they both came off the foot of Ria Kioski. Here's Thriso. Everybody on the left side of this pitch right now. Back line for the Monarchs just directing traffic. Here's Kulia. Right side. Finds Christook. Knocked down. Christook will control it, but in a battle. And taken away by Mito. But only briefly. Hillis to the right side. Trying to connect with Lutz. Now plays it way up ahead, looking for Mullen. Mullen through the legs, but nobody home. Pressure still on, though. That is deflected back out, controlled. Well, by nobody. But there will be another foul call. All the fouls so far have gone against the Monarchs. A lot of free kicks for the Herd, but they have not yet amounted to much. Not a lot of ball control, not a lot of possession for the Herd yet either. Again, very calmly and patient. Ball control here for Old Dominion. Christook trying to find Kioski, and again in a battle with Erkstrom. This time she wins it into the center, but knocked away. Broken up by Madison Towns. It'll be another corner for Old Dominion. It'll be their 4th corner on the night so far. Everything going for ODU right now. Corner will come in off of the foot of Christook into the box. It's deflected around a few times and goes right back out again. Old Dominion trying to control it. McCormick can't control it. Hurd will, at least momentarily. Tommy Kamori could not handle the one touch, and it goes out of bounds. Another throw, more possession coming for the Monarchs. In for Summers. Right back to her, and she will play it back. Back line doing their thing, looking ahead, trying to find a backdoor look for Yulia Christook, but too far ahead. The pass from Grace Hills. A lot of company has been back there for Alexis Wolgamuth. Take her time a little bit here just to catch her breath. Let her defenders regroup a little bit. They go short with the goal kick, and Wolgamuth will play it out. Back to Ekstrom. Up ahead, nearly turned it over. Now they do turn it over into the middle. Here is Hillis. In for Kioski. Kioski trying to turn, finds no space. Alcazar Al-Green. Too high, sails wide, but another good look for Old Dominion. Like a shooting gallery for Wolgamuth right now. They're going to call that another corner? They are going to call that a corner, so somebody got a deflection on that. So, Andrea, I apologize. Thought you missed it wide. Instead, it was deflected. It'll be the 5th corner on the night for the Monarchs so far. This one they play deep. Back to Summers. Summers will play it in. It is almost knocked down by Coolia. Could not quite get the head on it. A couple inches short. Wogamuth will play it out again. Just under 28 minutes here in half number one. It has been all Old Dominion. Still no score, though. High ball out the midfield. Knocked around. Thriso controls it. Once to Mullins. Now it's going to go back to Lutz. All the possession, they've still shown some pretty good patience. They're not just firing blindly in there. They're looking for spaces, trying to work their formations, find room. There's some room into Mullins, knocked down out to Thriso, but I think the flag was up. Flag was up. First offsides call of the evening. So Wogamuth will come out to take this inside the penalty area. She goes short with it. Trying to gain some space, just working it up the field instead of just bombing one down there. They haven't been able to find a whole lot either way. Aerial game has not been working for them, neither has the ground game. Might find a little bit of space here. Here comes Komori. Komori through the middle. Not by herself. She lays the pass off on the left side. A little bit of pressure this time. Here comes the defense, knocked away from behind. Ashlyn Coolia tracked it down. Algarine with a spin move in midfield. Algarine lost it. Contact, and that is going to be another kick for the Herd. Here's the defense. Coolia tracks it down from behind. Not only with the tackle to take it away, she just gets up with it and takes it herself. She just deflected. Here's Komori. She is going to be the one that is going to trigger this free kick. About halfway between the penalty area and the midfield stripe. Komori. 5'1" midfield junior out of Otsu, Japan. Transfer from St. Bonaventure to the Herd. Right foot into the ball, into the box it goes. It's tipped, but will be cleared by Old Dominion. Kioski, unfamiliar spot back there playing defense. Not used to being that close to her own net. She leads Old Dominion in points. 19 points, 9 goals and an assist. Komori having a hard time corralling it and loses it. Good looking pass there from Christook, but then lost it in the middle. Towns will leave it over here. Bergstrom will play it back to her keeper, Wogamuth. Yari lost that one. Will go into touch for the Monarchs side. 5 shots on goal for Old Dominion so far, none for the Herd. 4 corners already on the night. Last couple of minutes, though, a little more pressure for the Herd. They've tilted the field slightly back towards the Monarch net. Lots of space for the Monarchs. As I say that, here comes Meto, and Meto will take it away, but not quite enough. She had no help, and looking at the 1-on-3. So Coolia will just play it back. We'll reset again. First look off the head, but out of bounds. Porter. Oh, check it, not Porter. It's McCombs to throw this in. Again, the Herd have gone with the white jerseys with white numbers and a very thin green outline. So your guess is as good as mine on some of these. Played ahead, looking for Meto. Meto could not get the head to it. Grebo Threso will control it for Old Dominion over here. Chris Took popped it up. Not a great pass into the middle, but no harm done as the Monarchs will retain control for Sydney Summers. Coolio, who ran down from behind that last breakaway, is she's got 1,570 minutes at the beginning of this one, so more has been added on since then. 1,570 minutes straight, going all the way back to 2023. Once she steps out, 14 does not come off unless you the prior off. Contact, no call over there. Into the middle now, looking for Kioski, knocked away by Erkstrom. Almost a shot from Christook. And Christook trying to take it away again. Little contact there. Let's see who that's going to be. I think it's going to be a throw for the Monarchs. So it'll be Sydney Summers who will trigger it. Summers into Christook. Little fancy footwork there, but try to go to Kioski and it goes out of bounds. Deflected, so it'll still remain with the blue-clad Monarchs. Into Christook. Summers bouncing pass into the middle, cleared out by Ekstrom. Christook in a pretty good battle. Spins around. Meto is going to win it, but not for long as it was knocked out. She'll win possession, but not the territory. Meto's been busy. Lottie Meto. We get a look at McCombs here. She's throwing this in. Looking for Meto. Fancy footwork again in the middle from Komori. She will get it over to Towns up ahead. Nobody is up there except for a couple of, well, 3 blue shirts and 1 red shirt. All of them say Old Dominion on the front. Summers. Taken away. Meto. Meto has been busy. I've not heard much from Fisher, leading scorer for this Herd team. Bailey Fisher, he's been quiet. Hasn't been a whole lot of possession in the Monarchs in. That's one reason. Kaisa Erkstrom is going to earn a kick here. She will take it just over the midfield stripe, and maybe they'll be able to get something set up here. As much possession as the Old Dominion Monarchs have had, the scoreboard still says 0-0, which is the most important part of this. Erkstrom directing traffic. Right foot into it. She's going deep into the box. It goes. Headed up by Kulia. And cleared again. Kioski now looking for some help and will drop it back to Summers. And Kioski. It's going to go out of bounds and will be a throw for the Herd. So they will keep possession. Comes looking for somewhere to go with it, trying to find Meto, and off of her deflects back into touch for the Monarchs. Under 19 minutes now, 5 shots still on the board. Not one in a while though. Last couple of minutes, it's been way more even. The Herd has come back a little bit, put a little bit of pressure on. No shots yet, but they spent more time in the Old Dominion end. Far side. Old Dominion Looking for some space. In the middle it goes, and that's taken away. Pass for Komori is too strong. Monarchs will retreat and start her up again. Kuya in the middle, playing over to Summers. A little bit too strong for her, but not too big of a problem as Mullen is there. Mullen has switched to the left side now. Looks like Mullen may have switched sides with Christock. There is Christock now on the right side for the attacking Monarchs. And another foul called on the Monarchs. That is Katie Porter, a little bit slow in getting up after the contact. I think that was Christock who was tangled up with her. No trainers have been called out yet. Katie Porter, sophomore, 5'6" midfielder out of Tampa, Florida. Up on her feet now. Under 17 to go in half number one. Here scoreless in this Sun Belt matchup. We are getting late in the season. Subs set to come in, but none have made their way in yet. Ebony Leckie, I think, is coming in for Meto. Meto, who's earned a break. Wolgamuth playing it over. Ekstrom. More contact, and down goes another kick for the Herd. So the subs will come in. We believe it is Ebony Leckie coming in for Roddy Meto. Well, maybe not. Thought they might come in, but they didn't. So never mind. Into the middle. McKinney off of her shins. It's going to go back to Ekstrom. Back to the keeper it goes for Waldemuth. Long ball forward. Finds nothing but blue shirt. And contact and a flag up, and this is going to go against the Herd, and it's going to be a free kick for the Monarchs in a very dangerous place. Christock, Julia Christock, is the one who went down and earned it. So some discussion now. The more subs are piling up here on the side. Nobody's coming in yet. They go short with it. Algarine played it over the right side, and I think that was Christock who took the shot well wide. Not much of a threat for Waldemar. And here comes some subs for both teams. So not just the sub for the Herd. We said was Lucky coming in for Metro, we believe. And yes, that's what happened. Looks like Brooke Edwards is coming in for Old Dominion, as well as Laura Quebec. Out goes Algarine and Christock. So Christock out, Algarine out. In is Edwards and Quebec. And Ebony Lucky in for Metro. So the restart from Wolgamuth will play deep towards the middle with some fresh legs right off of the bench. Here we go, a little bit of speed into the middle, but knocked away. Herd not done yet. Still attacking. Thriso trying to play some defense back there. Does. Now it's taken away with a whistle as contact is going to go the other direction. Riley McKinney with the mask. Had a lot of space in front of her had that whistle not gone. But it does, and it'll give it over to Old Dominion, who will play it backwards. Be a little patient. Rizzo up ahead. Good spin move there from Kioski. She gets around Erkstrom. Deep in, a crosser is knocked loose, deflected towards the net, and Wolgamuth able to track it down. Calmly gets to it. Wicked spinning kick. Goes off of like two players at least. I think Edwards was the last one in blue to get a foot on it, so she almost scores on her first touch. Combs will play deep, and now Wolgamuth. Other side. Townsend had it, puts it into the middle though. Here's Kioski dropping it back, shot on net, and a great save from Wolgamuth. Just robbed Quebec. Point blank range, Laura Quebec rifled it, and a great diving stop with two hands for Alexis Wolgamuth. Good pass from Kioski, laying it off. Bird playing in. Looks like more subs getting ready to come in for Marshall. Larissa Osorio coming in. Jones plays this calmly up ahead. Popped up, still loose. Mullen could not get a foot to it. It'll be a throw deep, well, not deep, but into Monarch territory. Subs coming in for Old Dominion is Alice Thompson. She comes in for Mullen. I believe that's the move. Larissa Osorio. Osorio in for the Hurt. Still loose in the middle here. A little more pressure now here, especially late. Last few minutes, the Herd has started to push forward a little. Edwards could not find any space, but she does get a throw. Grace Hillis will come in. Gracie Hillis, freshman. She will get the throw in toward Edwards, popped up in the air. There's Quebec, who was robbed a few minutes ago. A little bit of space here. That's going to be eaten up by Thompson. Thompson had it, gets it over to Summers. Summers tried to feed one through and lost it. Through the middle, I think that's Kamori, who had it for a couple of minutes and then taken away. Kulia will play it downfield, trying to find Edwards. Too far ahead, though. 9 minutes left in half number one. Still scoreless. In a game that the pitch is starting to flatten out a little bit. All Old Dominion early on, but the Herd have come back late. And they're starting to gain a little bit of possession time. This one's popped up, though. There's deflection on the far side, and a shot and a save. Edwards with a blistering shot, and somehow Wolgamuth got to that one, too. Popped up into the air. And another diving stop. Looked like it was a sharp angle. Innocent looking off the foot, but it had some speed on it. And some direction just inside the post. But Wolgamuth was able to cut it off. Up ahead, Old Dominion will knock it down. Summers. Trying to split a couple of herd players. Can't do it, but is rescued on the far side. Kulia holding it off for Old Dominion. They move it ahead. Here's Quebec. The move from her, from Komori. Komori is going to win a throw. Quickly shut it up again by McCombs. He will play it back to Erkso. Erkstrom to the far side. Ahead to Towns. Towns in a battle over there. Gets around Lutz. Towns with some speed down the left side. Towns taking it deep into Old Dominion territory, playing it into the middle. Contact there, and a shot is deflected straight up. Jones will gobble it up, though, before any more danger comes. Life for the herd in the last couple more minutes now. They've sustained it about halfway through this first half. They turned it around a little bit and have sustained some pressure since then. Coming up on 6.5 to go in half number one. 8 shots on the board for Old Dominion, 4 corners, but 0 have gone in. The herd have finally got a shot on the board. They get a marker, but nothing on the scoreboard. Sub coming in for Old Dominion. Sophia Rise has come into the game for the first time. Loose ball here in the middle as Lutz is taking a breather. Here's Quebec. One-on-one with Komori. Komori deflects that one. Nice move there into the middle. The herd will get a little bit of space here. Played up ahead. Knocked down by Lecky. That is going to be a throw for Old Dominion. Trying to find somewhere to go with it. Tracy Hillis, and that'll be deflected out of bounds. It'll go right back to Old Dominion. Pick up some space there, not much else. Hillis will reset, do it again. Deflected, it comes right back to her. And a handball is going to be called on a deflection off of Marshall, so it'll be a free kick now. So they're eating some time, gaining a little bit of territory here. Hillis will play it all the way across to Summers. Summers into the middle for Quebec. Back to Summers. Almost a little too casual with that. Komori's lurking. Again, good ball movement by the back line and midfielders for the Monarchs. We're here to Thompson now, who tried to press it through and is taken away by Erikstrom. The near side it goes for McCombs. McCombs will play it back under some pressure. Wagamuth will just play it off to Erikstrom again. McCombs in a battle. She goes down, and I think that's going to be a call against the Monarchs, which will earn their free kick. McCombs, another one that's been pretty busy. Brooklyn McCombs, another freshman. This is a younger squad for Marshall. Sub getting ready to come in for the herd. Looks like Carolina Falco is stretching over by the substitutions, by the tent. .3:10 to go in half number one. Still no score. Lopsided stats for the Monarchs, but the stat that counts is still even. Into the middle it goes. Edwards is going to try to chase it down and get it past Erkstrom. Not able to. Wolgemuth will play that ahead. A contact there in the middle. There's Fisher. Haven't called her name very often, but she gets a touch there. Thompson looking ahead for Edwards. Turning on it. It's Jaffe. Jaffe with a pass across the middle. Can't get it to anyone, though. Deflected out by Towns. Summers comes up to challenge and will... Like she did get possession. Instead, it'll go out of bounds. So she'll maintain possession, and that winds up as a good job. Summers pops it up. Nobody home on the left side. It's a long run over there, and Bergstrom will play it. Gamori can't get it under control. Here's Quebec. She puts it forward, deflected out again. One minute and 47 seconds now. Shot off the left foot goes way wide for Grabo Thriso. And now the sub will finally get a chance to come in. Carolina Falcao will come in. As Kamori will come out. Kamori out, Falcao in with just over a minute to go in the first half. A little bit of a collision, but no whistle there from McCormick. Under a minute to go. On the far side now. Good defense from the Herd as well. They've not been on the back foot quite as much the second half of this first half. There's Towson. She will turn with it. Towns will put it into the middle. Knocked down there. 25 seconds left. Summers plays it in towards the box. No help there. Popped up. Whoa, that was dangerous. That may have hit the crossbar, though. I think there was a whistle before that one, so did not count, would not have counted anyway. The countdown is underway for the end of half number one. And Wolgemuth will just hold on to it. So after one half, we remain scoreless. Lopsided a little bit on the stat sheet in favor of Old Dominion, but still 0-0 after the end of half number one. We will take a break. When we come back, we'll have something for you. We'll run down some stats. We have an interview or two. I don't know. We'll find out. Stay with us. Sunbelt Soccer continues here on ESPN+.
And Doug.
Whoa, we moved. We're in a parade. Everyone, customize and save hundreds on car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Customize and save.
And then I wake up.
And you have this dream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items every day. So you can refresh your space before Santa or the family comes to town. Get holiday ready with savings at the Home Depot.
For more than 4 decades now, Ford F-Series has given hard-working folks more of everything they want in a truck. More capability, more power, and more smart technology. That's why, for 47 years now, more people have chosen Ford F-Series than any other brand. To test drive a new F-Series yourself and discover a 47-year legacy of toughness, visit your local Ford store today.
Yeah, we're good. Introducing Tasties. They're not just starters. They're party starters. Tasties. Feed the fun. I won't stop for nothing. Won't be wanting, but you didn't see this coming. 3, 2, 1. Just
When you order Domino's online, we'll give you a free pizza to use for a future pizza emergency. So you'll have an emergency pizza. A free pizza when you need it most.
There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Enjoy.
Sounds like you need to vaporize that sore throat.
Vapocool drops?
It's sore throat relief with a rush of Vicks Vapors.
Vaporize sore throat pain with Vicks Vapocool Drops.
And back here in Norfolk, that is not the Thundering Herd of the Monarchs. Those are some youth league kids getting ready to take the pitch here during halftime. We are still cooking up some stats for you. Scoreless after the first half. Thundering Herd and Monarchs. Herd trying to find points however they can. Monarchs trying to look strong towards the end of the season. More coming up after this.
Money is tight, so we must make sacrifices. I give up my bespoke shaving subscription.
And I'll stop ordering everything that's trending on Instagram.
And I will no longer agree to the add-ons at the oil change place just because the mechanic called me ma'am.
It really is a top-of-the-line filter, ma'am.
And of course, we'll downgrade our insurance to get a lower rate.
Well, you know you don't have to make sacrifices now that you're saving money with the Progressive Home and Auto Bundle.
You couldn't have said that like 6 seconds ago?
For more than 4 decades now, Ford F-Series has given hard-working folks more of everything they want in a truck. More capability, more power, and more smart technology. That's why, for 47 years now, more people have chosen Ford F-Series than any other brand. To test drive a new F-Series yourself and discover a 47-year legacy of toughness, visit your local Ford store today.
All right, we're done.
We're not done.
You need more boxes.
Fast.
I can fix that fast.
Fast fixes with Phelps.
That's why you're the GOAT.
Mr. Swimming.
Human dolphin.
Or Michael.
Delivery at the speed you need.
Introducing Tasties. They're not just starters. They're party starters. Tasties. Feed the fun. No flex, zone. No flex, zone. They know better. They know better.
Get the boneless meal deal only at Wingstop.
I won't stop for nothing. Won't be wanting, but you didn't see this coming.
3, 2, 1.
Just
We know there's still no score in this game either. Both of these teams working pretty hard out there, though. Our game is 0-0 still between the Thundering Herd of Marshall visiting the Old Dominion Monarchs here in Norfolk, Virginia. We do have some stats. We will get them to you right when we come back. Stay with us. Stats, second half, coming up.
Oh, no. Guess I'm going back to the store.
I can fix that.
Fast fixes with Felix.
Tomorrow work?
Works for me.
Gotta run.
That's what you do.
Delivery at the speed you need.
We now return to our interview with the insurance whistleblower.
I just think everyone should know there's an insurance company out there exposing other companies' rates so you can compare them and save.
Sounds like trouble.
It's great, actually. It's called Auto Quote Explorer from Progressive. Here, look. See, we show you our direct rates and their rates, even if we're not the lowest.
So, whistleblower usually means you're exposing something bad.
I thought it meant calling attention to something helpful. You know, like, toot toot, check it out. This thing's the best. No?
Yeah, sick. Yeah, we're good. Awesome.
Introducing Tasties.
Ooh.
They're not just starters. They're party starters. Tasties. Feed the fun.
Good morning, everybody. We are here to discuss the estas. So, any questions?
Nope, all clear.
I won't stop for nothing. Won't be wanting, but you didn't see this coming. 4, 3, 2, 1. Just
You can run. You can scream. You can hide. But the chance to win could find you. The countdown is on to the biggest, spookiest day of the year. Get your West Virginia Lottery scratch-offs today for the chance to win. Escapes.
Please play responsibly.
Ooh, stuffed up again?
So congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Just Sinex? Breathe.
What is wow?
Sinex? Breathe. Ah.
Back here in Norfolk, Virginia, there's a lone ball drifting across the field. But we do know, we can tell you that we do have some stats. The score is 0-0. So there is no score here at halftime between the Thundering Herd of Marshall and the Old Dominion Monarchs. We take a look at this. The story of the first half is the pressure put on by Old Dominion, and that lady right there, Alexis Wolgamuth, 5 saves in the first half, and some of them were pretty impressive. Got a fingernail on that one, maybe. Some of the other ones coming in later were really impressive. The corner kicks were dominant by Old Dominion, 4 corners to no corners for Marshall, 8-1 the shots in favor of the Monarchs. There's the closest penetration that the Herd got, taken away by Kulia, though. Overall, though, you look at some of the numbers here, the fouls, Monarchs have doubled up the Herd, 10-5 with the fouls, but the Herd have not been able to take advantage of it. Shots, we said, were 8-1. The possession, though, for Old Dominion, they are into the Herd half. 35% in the midfield, 24% in the penalty area.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome back your
That's 58%, 59% on the half of the Thundering Herd. Yeah, we can do math here. On the other side, 25% in the midfield for the Herd towards the Monarchs' goal and deep into the box. But that evened up pretty late first half. They were starting to get some pressure on. Early on, it was all Old Dominion all the time. Second half of the first half, they kind of evened the field out a little bit. The pitch was less tilted, almost even at times. Just the chances were not there for the Herd. It's not something that the Herd can't do. They are able to put some shots on net. We know that. You can just look at their stats and know they get about 10.3 shots a game. And as we said, the last game they played on Friday, they outshot Coastal Carolina 20-6. Just none of them found the back of the net. Not a whole lot going on for Aaron Jones. No saves in that period. She did get her gloves on the ball a couple of times, but certainly not the company that Alexis Wolgamuth had. Again, 5 saves in the first half alone. 48 saves on the season for her. She does have 3 shutouts. She's got one going through a half now. Goals against average for Wolgamuth is 1.20 and a 762 save percentage. We will see if anything changes for either side once we get ready to go. Back here at the Old Dominion Soccer Complex here in Norfolk, Virginia. The sun went down. Temperature went down a little bit with it. Still relatively nice outside, though. It's currently about 70 degrees or so. Wind still negligible. Here's a look at the season numbers coming into this game. You see the 20 goals, the differential, 20 goals for Old Dominion to 12 for the Marshall. We talked about the shots per game in that area. But look at the cards. Yellow cards for Marshall, 29 yellow cards for the Thundering Herd on the season. And what's even more interesting than that, it's not just them. They have taken, their opponents have given 23 yellow cards. So they've gotten into some brawls out there. So they spread out. They play in some physical games, unless all of those came in one game, which would have been a real crazy game. It would have been interesting to watch that one. See the differential in corner kicks. And the fouls, again, heavily in favor of Old Dominion. Were given more fouls, 10-5 there in the first half. 97 shots on goal coming into it for Old Dominion. They put up 8 in that first half. They got about 2.5 minutes or so as both teams are coming back out onto the pitch. Old Dominion, see the officials coming out, the third team on the field. Glad you could join us, not here on ESPN Plus in the Sunbelt Soccer Women's Soccer Matchup. Andy Bashaw here with you. Andrew Hayes pushing the buttons, and our large cast of cameras and directors and floor directors and everything else we can throw at you. Lots of people go into making these ESPN broadcasts work. I'm just the one you get to yell at for saying wrong names and saying dumb things. Pretty good at that. Angie Hine getting her squad ready. See if any subs happen as we get ready to go. The Thundering Herd just now, there they are, just now coming back out onto the pitch, led by Rafa Simos, Brazilian-born coach. Again, Simos was, the last couple of seasons, was an assistant on the men's Marshall team. He had to jump over to the women's side as head coach before the beginning of this season. Quiet first half for Bailey Fisher, who, if the Herd want offense, it goes through her. She has 3 goals, but also 4 assists, which is top 10 in the conference in the assist department, but a very quiet half for her. A couple of touches, but not really a whole lot going on. A lot of that, again, due to Old Dominion's just patient and firm ball control. About 40 seconds left before we get half number 2 underway. They're just joining us again. Thanks for joining us. Again, Old Dominion, 14 points in the conference, currently in second place. As we get ready to count down towards the Sunbelt Conference Championship. A couple more games to go before then. The Herd the Herd have 6 points, coming in with a record of 3, 6, and 4. They've got tonight their last road game. Then they're going to go back home in Huntington and take on JMU and then take on Louisiana in a bid to get some more points. The last place team in the conference tournament right now is ULM, and they are standing with 8 points. So the Herd need 2 points on them, but there's also a couple of squads in between them and ULM, so they're going to have to jump a couple people. They need all the points they can get, and they need to start getting them tonight. All right, so we are getting ready to kick off half number 2. A couple of changes. Looks like Ebony Lucky is going to start here in the second half. I did see Komori back out there. Looks like Erkstrom is out there. Fowler back out there as well for the Herd. Old Dominion, it looks like Sophia Rise is going to get to start here in the second half. You can see Chris Took in the huddle and Summer. McCormick will get the nod here in the second half as well for Old Dominion. Edwards in the center, she will be kicking it off. She gets the nod, not to start, but to start the second half. So a couple of subs stayed in on both sides. Katie McCormick, Alice Thompson, Brooke Edwards for Old Dominion. And it looks like Sophia Rise also starts in the second half. Underway we go. Scoreless in the first half. Will we find a goal here in the second? We will find out. Old Dominion instantly trying to control things again. Here's Lutz into the middle and taken away. Townsend is back out there. Has not stepped off the pitch yet. Madison Towns has been out there the whole time for the Herd. There's Christook into the far corner. She is battling with Mateau, I think, who is come back out. Once again, for future reference, if you're going to put together a team that you wish to be broadcast, going white numbers on white jerseys with very thin outlines is difficult. We'll just say that. But that's the last time we're going to mention it. I promise. Far side it goes, taken away by Towns. A little bit of space there. They didn't want to attack it too far and press too much. Old Dominion will have it. Near side, Katie Lutz. Lutz looking for help into the middle, looking for Mullins, who almost got to that. Just behind Mullen, who was making a charge through the middle. Hillis plays it over. Back line still the same for the Monarchs. And Hillis, Summers, and Cooley. A little bit of contact there. Down goes McCormick, but no whistle. Andy Hines Monarchs are playing this thing as patient and under control as they can, and the Herd seem to be all right with just packing it in and looking for a breakout chance. Hillis into the middle is hit by Brooks, and that one was way too high. Maybe got a little bit of a bounce on that. I think it was Thompson. Alice Thompson with the shot. Or it was Rise. Check it. Sophia Rise with that shot, and it got a little bit too much bounce. Got under it too much. Had a good look at it. But eventually it was no threat to Wilderman. Headed up in the air, controlled by the Herd. Through the middle they go. And, almost. There was a lot of space out in front of Meto. Had she been able to control that one just a little bit too strong now. And a whistle. Officials, somebody wasn't quite ready yet. Tracy Hillis set and throw it in. She was short with it, comes right back to her, and a little bit too cute with it. Back goes the Herd the other direction. Then they will try to lay it back and do. Maybe they can get a little possession here. Towns on the far side, a little bit too strong for her, unable to run it down, but she does deflect it. So it'll stay deep, but it'll stay with Old Dominion. Summers to throw. That one headed down, but will be cleared right back out. Lutz with it. Lutz up ahead. Has Christook on her right. Still charging through the middle. Deflected. Mullen. Up in the air. Brooks with it. And that one is deflected out and will go to Old Dominion. It will. It'll be an ODU throw. A little bit of contact there on both sides for Ebony Lecky. She comes away with it. No whistle on either side. Towns on the other side. Could not get it past Summers. Back comes Old Dominion. Into the middle it goes. It'll be picked up by Meto. And she will drop it back. Played forward ahead. And chipped out of bounds for another Old Dominion throw in. First touch of the second half there for Erkstrom is too strong. Trying to get it ahead to Fisher, but a little bit too far out in front of her. Yet another throw for ODU. Tracy Hillis. Arm's getting tired. She's got her hands on the ball more, I think, between her and Summers, more than either goalkeeper. In for heard that. Loose. A little risky there for Wagamoth. Had a couple of strikes as Christock was leading the charge. Almost too patient on that one. On the far side. Through the legs of Summers. Good move there. Crashing in. A shot. And a pass was deflected. Comes back outside. Here's Towns trying to keep it and manages to keep it in. Going one-on-one with Brooks, but it's going to go off the end line. Is there an injury? There is an injury. That is Madison Towns, who is slow in getting up, rolling over now on her back. And here comes the trainer to have a look at the 5'5" junior defender. You see what happened. Towns and Brooks. It's hard to tell anything there. She sort of fell backwards trying to find a crosser in there. I didn't see anything get tangled up, but you can never tell. Here's a better look at it, closer angle. Oh, she got her head. Yeah, she fell backwards. She may have hit the back of her head on the turf when she fell down, carrying a lot of momentum. She's up now, though. Headed back towards the bench. I don't know if she's going to go to it. Looks like she wants to stay in. Madison Towns. Aldi, Virginia. So not too far in the same state, in the Commonwealth of her birth, her hometown. So look at Aaron Jones. She's going to set this up for a goal kick. Not quite ready yet, is their official. Again, our head referee tonight is John Matto. Might still be some confusion on whether or not Towns is allowed to come back in, or if she's coming in or not. There's a lot of standing around at the moment. Officials having long discussions. Like Balcazar Green is back in for Old Dominion. See her there in the conversation. 38 minutes, 17 seconds to go in the second half. I'm not sure what all the pointing and gesturing is about. We're worried about the clock, I think maybe, is the possible discussion of when the clock stopped for the injury. 38-17 is what it reads now, and I guess we're waiting on a correction. Corrected to 38-24. So we got that squared away. Jones is set to put it back in play, and off we go. Headed down in the middle, but knocked out of bounds again. It'll belong to the Monarchs. Towns is indeed back in, if she ever left. There's Fisher knocking that one down. Cleared rather forcefully by Hillis. Edwards down there trying to run it down. Did not win that race, though. So it'll be a throw for Old Dominion deep. Erkstrom down there, battling here in the second half, much as she did in the first half. Throw just kind of bobbles its way through everybody. A lot of traffic, and somehow it didn't hit anything. It goes straight out of bounds, and that'll be a goal kick for the Herd. 5 saves in the first half. I've seen one shot here in the second half. Mato up in the air, could not control that one. The Herd will maintain some kind of possession, though. Boots up in the air in that collision, and it's going to be a kick to Old Dominion. That was McKinney, I think, who was flying in. A little bit of a high kick there. High boot, if you're European, I suppose. It is knocked down by Kamori to the far side. Here we go. One-on-one matchup over there. Crosser is deflected, knocked straight up in the air. Here's Kamori, could not get to it, though. Up in the air, knocked backwards by Algarin. The Herd still have it. Little charge there. I think that's McKinney. Knocked loose, though. They can't find a way to get through this Old Dominion defense. Deflected balls are flying all over the place. Erkstrom will stop the Monarch thrust, at least momentarily. Now they're going to pick it back up again. Long distance shot, and that was a lot closer than it looked. That bent right back down, and Wolgemuth had her eye on it, but it was sneakily close. Watch this thing dive at the end. That was close to that crossbar. 35 and a half to go in this game. We are still scoreless. In the air, a little bit of pressure for Old Dominion here. Nice work playing it backwards. I think that was Fisher that was able to clear that, playing deep. Again, it's going to cruise through safely for the Thundering Herd anyway. Or did it? Somebody get a foot on that? Was deflected. It's going to be a corner for Old Dominion. Check it. All right. It's going to be corner kick number 5 for the Monarchs. And I believe that's Algarin, who is going to square up to take this one. Again, the Monarchs with all the blue shirts outside of the penalty box at the moment. Right-footed Algarin with a out-swinging corner coming up. Heading towards the box. It's knocked down. Not much pressure on it. Still free, though, to the right side. There's Towns. They'll clear it. Still belongs to the Monarchs, but not right on the doorstep anymore. Algarin was going to throw it. Now she's going to go forward, and they're going to bring up Gracie Hillis, the defender, to get more bodies forward. Right to Algarin. Down to Lutz. Crosser into the middle is still free and taken out of the air by Wolgemuth. That was close. Crosser had some pace on it from Lutz. That thing got deflected straight up into the air. Could not tell who it was on the far side that maybe had a shot at it, but Wolgamoth was right on the spot. Into the middle. Towns will play it back to Wolgamoth. Pressure coming from Yulia Krustuk. Krustuk almost snuck that one in. I think Wolgamoth might want to have a little bit of a discussion with Madison Towns there. Hey, look, if 18 is crashing like that, maybe we play it somewhere else. 33 minutes left in this competition. Popped up in the air by Fowler and will be played out to Old Dominion. The quick trigger is Katie Lutz to get it back in. Melgarine in through the middle, nobody home there, and Meto will come away with it. Meto with some space here. It's 2-on-3 if they can press. Looking for some help. Meto still with it. Through the middle, and now reinforcements come from behind as Thriso took it away. Battle in the midfield stripe. Still free. Taken by McKinney. And she would just play that ahead to nobody. Fisher was kind of up there. She's putting a little bit of token pressure on now, but not a whole lot going on there. Jones handled it easily enough. Back out the other way. Fowler pops it up. Free, a little bit of contact, no whistle. The fans wanted a push off there, I think. They're not going to get it. Back the other way, and now we got to push off the other direction. This one is going to get called by Fisher. That's always the second one. This one, Fisher, just the two-handed shove, it looks like, to the back of McCormick. Coming up on 31 minutes left here in the second half, still scoreless. Thundering Herd and the Old Dominion Monarchs. Got a whistle. There's a whistle. It's going to be free kick to the Monarchs. Just on the Herd side of the midfield mark. Kristook is there to set it up. Algarine is there with her. We'll see who takes it. Conversation going on here. They're directing traffic. It looks like Kristook is going to take it. Kristook does take it. Kind of a low bouncer into the front of the box. Knocked down. Meto had a good hand in keeping that clear from any blue shirts. Now we got a chance into the box and another save by Wolgamoth. What a stop from Alexis Wolgamoth. I think that was Edwards on a clear path into the middle of the net. And a diving stop, the third diving stop of the night from Wolgamoth. Having a, she's gonna have a night is what she's gonna have. Has already had a night. That is save number 6 at least on the night for Alexis Wolgamoth, who is single-handedly keeping her team in this thing. Now 11-2 are the shots. Resulting corner is bounced free off of Erkstrom. Back outside, out of play, and will be triggered back in by Old Dominion for a throw. Turned by Meto and clear. Trying to get up ahead to Ebony Leckie. She could not control it though. Good move there. Kulia into the corner. Here's Mullen. Mullen across her inside. It is knocked down and a collision inside with Fisher. No call either way, though. Here's Meto. Meto with some space and runs out of space and runs into Kendall Mesh, who just came into the game for Old Dominion. So again, Old Dominion, they'll hold on to it, playing, looking for some control. And here is Kioski just checked back in as well. The Monarchs' leading scorer will instantly come in and draw a kick. Foul starting to even up. It was 10-5 in the first half in favor of the Herd. The Herd had the benefit of the fouls. Monarchs had 10. Fisher trying to direct some traffic in front of Algarine and Thriso for Old Dominion. Giving hand signals, moving people around. Riley Mullen is down here on the right side by herself, and that's where they're going to go with it. Mullen, a crosser into the box. It's still free. Knocked down on the outside. Not much pace on that one. A little more pace on that one from Algarine, but knocked down inside by Erkstrom. Subs getting ready to come in for Marshall. Like Larissa Osorio is coming in for the Thundering Herd, and we've got a player down. Another trainer coming out. This looks just like a cramp for McKinney. I think that's who that is. Yeah, Riley McKinney, that's who that is. Right there is the lady of the night right there. Alexis Wogamoth. At least 6 saves on the night. McKinney does not look like she's going to stay in. She was stretching like it was a cramp, but she's coming all the way over to the bench now and will be replaced. I believe Porter has come back in. And Osorio has come in. So Osorio has come in place for McKinney. More contact, another collision. This one's going towards the Herd, though. The kick will go towards the Herd. I think it's Fisher. I think it's getting up slow now. Nope, not Fisher. Check it. It's McCombs. McComas is up and all right, it seems. So off we go again down to the right side. Deep into the corner, and a battle for possession goes out of bounds. It's going to be a goal kick for Jones. Aaron Jones hadn't had a whole lot of work down there. She's been up to what work there has been. That's sometimes the hardest thing, though, when you've been standing there without a whole lot to do, and all of a sudden it comes on you in a hurry. Meto is going to come out. He will be subbed. Did not see who it was that came in for her. Jones to put this back in play. 25 and a half left in this game. There's Quebec, who has just checked in for Old Dominion on the ball. Pushes it forward for Kioski. On the outside, Kioski looking to get it inside. Looks like Edwards or Christook was in the box. It's going to be a corner. Christook is over there to take it. Corner kick number 7 for Old Dominion. Christook puts it high in the air. Headed by Kulia, but across. Went really towards no one. Thriso will retrieve it. Another shot at it into the middle. And again, Kulia with the header. Still up in the air. And finally, Wolgamuth will come down with it. 14 shots on net for Old Dominion. Wolgamuth has been there for every one of them. 7 corners, 14 shots for ODU, 2 shots and no corners for Marshall. Knocked down by Fisher into the middle. Taken away from the Herd. They're going to win it back, though. Kamori had it, lost it. And then we got a whistle and a foul on Old Dominion. It looked like Travasso got stepped on. Luisa Travasso was backing up. It looked like somebody just caught the ankle and just stepped on her. Well, no cards coming out, but it will be a free kick and some more substitutions coming in. All right, back underway quickly. Here comes the Herd into the box, knocked down there. I think Quebec got a foot on it to knock it away, but it was, no, they're going to say a goal kick, so never mind. More subs coming in. Cerna has come in for Christook. So forward out, forward back in. 5'6" freshman from Santa Clarita, California is, or from Leesburg, Virginia. Check that. Cerna is on to the pitch for the first time tonight. Jones puts it into play. Here's Quebec with it. Looking to go ahead. Into the middle it goes. To the near side. Algarine. And there is Cerna. In a one-on-one battle with fresh legs. Cerna drops it off for Algarine. Back to Cerna. Back to Algarine. Pops it up. Saves it from going out. Well placed. Goalkeeper is down. And somehow it finds her again anyway. Wolgamuth got knocked down in the collision. I think that was with Kioski. She was down. Ball was popped straight up in the air, and somehow she manages to find it again. It's a good job in the deep in the front of the net by Erkstrom. I think got a head on that, and it wound up in Wolgamuth's lap again. 15 shots now for Old Dominion. Now we get the official coming over. We're going to take a review on this. I'm going to review something. Unless they're looking for some kind of interference call, or I don't know what they might be trying to look at for this. It's a little bit of a collision there between Wolgamuth and John Matos definitely interested in something on the video screens there. This is what went down. I don't know if there's any interference there by anybody in a blue shirt, unless they're trying to say that Wolgamuth jumped into I think it was Kioski. If they're saying she jumped into Kioski, well, nothing comes of it. Whatever the question was, we're going to go right back to play. Or maybe I don't know what they were looking at, but it came to nothing one way or the other. Just under 22 to play here in the second half. Wolgamuth Puts it back in play for Marshall Thundering Herd. Old Dominion has controlled most of the loose balls tonight. But it's spot a problem for the Herd tonight. Anything loose, especially loose and in the air, somebody in a blue shirt has come down with it. Erkstrom again pushes it off, but now there's a problem in towards the net and just wide. That's another innocent looking shot off the foot, but that thing almost had eyes for the corner. Clanked off the back fence. Did not miss by much. It may have taken some paint off the post as it went past. Here's Quebec in the middle. We'll play it back, relieve some pressure. Up ahead they go with it. Kioski in a bit of a confrontation, and Kioski's going to get it. I think they're going to call a hold on Travasso. I think they're saying Travasso guilty of the grab. She is pleading a case. I don't think she agrees with that call. So dangerous area for a free kick. 3 Monarchs surrounding it. Mia Cerna. And now Gribo Thriso. Thriso leaves. Cerna takes it. Goes across with it. Shot from Algetter and into the box is knocked down. Kioski on the front door, but guess who's there? Wolgamouth is right there. 16 shots. Wolgamuth is not let anything past him. Quebec trying to win it for the Monarchs. Will control it now. Knocked down by Erkstrom. Far side, I think that's Elgarine with it running in, and that shot is pass is deflected straight out of bounds. It'll be an 8th corner kick of the night for the Monarchs. Cerna will be the one to take it. Cerna lining it up. Right footer, looking for an in-swinger. On the way is snagged by Wolgamouth. Coolio coming in on the backside, I think, and Wolgamouth was not having any part of that thing finding the back post, so she snagged it out of the air. Fisher knocked it down, could not control it for the Herd. Here's Hillis. Playing it up ahead. Elgarine back with it. Here's Milt. Inside, here's a chance. The look and another great stop. Katie Lutz with it on her foot. Alexis Wolgamuth jumps on it before she could get there. This had to be feet away. Look at the great pass into the middle from Kioski. Retreating again, Old Dominion. And just hold on to it. Look for some space. Wolgamuth having the game of her life tonight. She did face. Oh, look out. In front. Algarine with it. Tips it. Far side. She got it again. How does she keep getting to everything? Another diving stop. Alexis Wolgamuth has spent more time in the air tonight than the ball had. 17 minutes left in this. The pressure has been ratcheted up. Shot after shot has just been answered. Here comes Townsend. Towns looking to find some space, looking for some help. Into the middle and could not find any help. Far side is Cernan. Cernan with some patience, waiting for some reinforcements. We'll play it back. The number of chances the Monarchs have had tonight just keeps going higher and higher. Here's Riley Mullen on the near side, taken away by Fisher, but it will belong to Old Dominion. We'll throw more blue shirts forward. Hillis to throw it. In it goes. And out it goes again. And here comes some subs. Meto coming in. One of the subs is at least three coming in for the Herd. There's Meto. She is back in. Towns is going to be the one to trigger this throw. That throw was bounced right back out of bounds, so we'll just move down a little bit and try it again. Towns will reload. Trying to get the sub straight and another whistle, and this one's going against the Herd. Like Meto is back in. Carolina Falcao, I believe, also is back in for the Herd. We'll pick them up as they come along. Here's Algarin setting up for the free kick. Well, we think she's setting up for it. Now she drops off of it, and it's going to be triggered to her. Put right back onto the foot of Kendall Mesh, who is checked in for Old Dominion. That is knocked down loose on the far side. I think it's Edmund. Couldn't quite get to it. Now it is a race for it, and Kulia is going to win the race, and the flag points towards Old Dominion. Deflection as it went out. And here comes Julia Christuk coming back in. She'll come in for, like she's coming in for Mullins for ODU. $14 minutes and change left. Scramble, and it's going to result in another throw for ODU, and they're going to give it to the defender and push more offense forward. And it goes. Kioski had it. Fisher collides with her, knocks it loose, but can't take it away. Near side, here is Crystal. One-on-one with Towns. And she's going to get help from Meto. But it's still going to remain ODU possession. Hillis dumps it in. Meto with a kick. Cerna trying to find some space. Moves it around. Old Dominion will still control it. Here's Thriso. Into the middle. Christok into the box. Nobody home on that one. Lutz was buzzing around in the middle, but there's just not a lot of space in there. They've been packing the back line pretty well, and the back wall of Vagamuth has been outstanding tonight. Crossover into the middle, headed out by Erkstrom. Quebec trying to control it. Good move there by Lutz. Collision there, and it's going to be a whistle. And a card is coming out. Algarin is the one that went down. I think it's Mezzo who's going to be carded here. The first card of the night. It's going to go against Elodie Mezzo. It's an aggressive move there, but I don't know. I don't know. Well, the card comes out one way or the other, and it's going to be a dangerous kick for Old Dominion, setting up just outside the penalty box, probably about 35 yards or so out. Cravo Thriso is lining up to take it. We're going to Rain running around into the center. Here's the kick. Shot on is wide. She had some pace on that one and kept it under the crossbar, but not inside the far post. Thriso, little steam on it, but it's wide. Logamouth will reset for another goal kick with 12 minutes left. Another loose ball is going to wind up in an Old Dominion possession. Here's Christook. Well, taken away by Towns and a grab from Christook, and now the cards are going to be even. Christook with that one's pretty easy to call. Grab on the jersey of Towns and pulls away that much. It's a pretty easy call. A pretty good move by Towns, and yeah, that's an easy call. You might be called for that on Saturdays. That's a yellow flag. It's a holding call. 18 shots for Old Dominion, 8 corners, 2 shots for the Herd, and no corners, but it's still 0-0. That is knocked down, but out of bounds by Hillis, so the Herd will gain some territory here. Towns will trigger the throw into Fisher. Looking to find some space, and it's just smothered. Here's Cerna with it. Playing it ahead, way too far ahead. Out of the box here, maybe misplayed a little bit. And Logamuth just clears it straight out of bounds with Kioski all on her hip. A little too aggressive that time. Came out of the box, couldn't grab it, realizes she's in trouble with Kioski right on her, and just knocks it out of bounds. Got away with it, though. The Herd are going to control this. They're moving up ahead. Pass too far for Fisher. Knocked down and will be played back out of play. And a touch again. That's McComas who will trigger the throw back in. Oh, turnover here almost. They get away with it, or do they? Yes, they do get away with it. Cleared out by Hillis. Back the other way, and defense was played pretty well there, shielding the defender off until Logamoth could get there. Fowler just screening the attackers off. Under 10 minutes left. Expect the pace to start to pick up a little bit here. Marshall needs points. The draw's not really going to help them very much. And now we're going to get a call, a whistle. And McKinney will draw that one. She has come back in. Christook knocks that one down, but not free, and played by Hillis. Taken away. Back the other way. Here comes the Hurt. A little bit of space. Into the box it goes. Trying to find Osorio. A little bit too far ahead for her. Subs coming in for the Herd. Looks like Katie Porter is coming back in. Porter in and Mito is coming out. Porter in, Mito out. And Jones will square this one up and put it up ahead. Popped straight up in the air. Oh, that looked like more of a slip than a push. I don't know. But the call is going to go against the Herd. Angel Fowler doesn't like it. I think she may have had an argument there. Either way, the call is going to stand. And again, Old Dominion is going to have a free kick towards the box for the Herd. Krista into the air, knocked down out of the air. Here's Quebec on the outside, deflected out. I believe that was Erkstrom. Still not cleared. Erkstrom gets ahead to it again. Zalgarine with it. Left it for Quebec. Back to Algarine off the deflection. She dribbles into the box now. Dumps it off. Kioski in a wrestling match. And the Herd are going to come away with it. Well, it's not over yet. They're still going. And now a whistle. Kioski in a dogfight. I think that was Fowler. And a yellow card is coming up on Rhea Kioski. Can't see who it is that is down for Marshall. The clock is stopped with 7:36 to go. That was a battle that extended for a while. It's Kioski with the attempted tackle there and then kind of slides right back into her. Turns and no substitutions needed as we get right back underway. So I've got yellow cards now on both sides. I believe it's 2-1 now. And Monarchs have 2. Substitution coming in as Riley Mullen comes back in, and Julia Christuk will head towards the bench for now.
Dominion substitution number 8, Valley Mullen. And for number 18, Julia Crystal.
Angie Hine trying to find some offense, trying to find some way to get a ball past Alexis Wogelmouth. Meanwhile, the Herd looking to find something. Here's Fisher. Fisher dropping it off. Here's some attack space. Old Dominion recovers quickly, though. And a push and a down, and a flag goes up. So more physical play. This one going against the Herd. Aaron Jones puts it back in. 6 minutes, 30 seconds left now. Kioski in the middle, had it, lost it. I think that's Komori who took it away from her. Back here comes the Herd, though. On the near side. Into the corner they go, and Hillis will win that battle for the Monarchs. It'll be a throw, but nothing more than that. Towns plays it quickly, and another collision. Now they're going to have a stoppage. A couple players are down. I think Towns was down as well. That's Porter, who was the initial contactee, I suppose you would call him. It's going to be a free kick for Marshall, just outside the box here. Jones may have the first challenge, real challenge of the night so far. Set to get this thing underway with a right footer. Swing it in towards the net. All the striped green and white shirts ready to go. Still waiting on the official who's directing some traffic in the middle there. And here's the whistle. Going to the back post, headed down, loose, and cleared by the Monarchs. Kinney, I think, got over there to win that back for the Hurt. And it'll go off a deflection. It'll belong with Marshall, though. McComas will trigger the throw deep inside Old Dominion territory. Just outside, inside the buck. Flag is up, though, so never mind. Offsides call came out pretty quickly on that one. 5 minutes left. Jones will move it to the other side where the offside happened. Quebec undershot that one, underestimated it a little bit. Hillis will play it forward. Mullen back to Quebec off of her foot, almost turned over. But it stays with the Monarchs, and here's Mullen. Looking ahead, Kioski was out there, could not get it to her. Quebec trying to go back to Kioski. Still free. Quebec now will play it back. Summers. Far side. Looking for Cerna. Another collision, and this one's going to go towards the Herd. Foul starting to even out a little bit. Kaiser Erickson. The defender pushes it well forward. Popped up in the air. Mesh may have got a piece of it, but it's still free. Loose, look out. Here comes McKinney. McKinney with a good move on the outside of the box. Now under pressure. Dumps it off towards the corner. A race for it there is won by Hillis. Oh, it's going to be a free kick won by Hillis. Maybe a grab or a small push. The Herd take it right back, though. Here's McKinney. Far side is knocked out. And that one will go well wide. No real threat there for Jones, except for more time coming off the clock. If Old Dominion wants to pull this off, they're going to have to move. Edwards coming in for Kioski, which is an interesting move. 9-goal scorer Rhea Kioski is going to have a seat here in the last 3 minutes, at least for now, as Brooke Edwards comes on for her. Jones drives it forward. And a call quickly is going to give Katie Lutz a free kick. She's trying to start it quickly, but now changes her mind. Leave it for Mesh, or not Mesh. Mesh is going to switch sides with Hillis. Hillis is going to be the one to take this free kick. Long ball forward towards the middle is knocked in the air, and that was almost an own goal, almost a strike on the backside for Edwards, who just came into the game. I think it's Erickson who gets a head on it, but it goes back towards her own net and just out of the reach of Edwards. So chalk up another one for Alexis Wagamo. 2 minutes to go. Wolgamouth has just kept her team in this in every way possible. 19 shots now. I think there was a game early in the season where Wolgamouth faced 22 shots. I mean, this game was back in August, I believe. He's faced 19 so far, and we got a minute and a half to go. This is going to be a free kick for Old Dominion. They get set, and out comes Jones. The keeper is going to push everybody forward, try to cram as much offense as they can towards Alexis Wagamo. Ball forward is going to go to Mullen on the right side. Mullen with some space now. Mullen slips as she goes down right in front of Towns. The Monarchs are going to remain under control, though. Here is Kendall Mesh from way outside, trying to feed one in. Tipped in the air. Free look. Popped up. It was deflected. Still free. Quebec outside the box. Now it's clear. Look out. Maybe a chance here for Marshall. Free chance. Here comes Heath on the outside. He will play it up. Heath going one-on-one on the outside. And that'll be a free throw for the Herd. Clock is going to stop now with 20 seconds left. Marshall with enough time to scramble something together. Here's the throw. Clock running, turn, and a shot. Is that deflected or no? It was not. It was just wide. 10 seconds left now, and Jones is going to push this forward and see if they can get anything going here in the last couple of moments. Tipped up in the air, and this game is going to wind up a scoreless tie at full time. All the stats headed towards the Monarchs, but on the scoreboard, it still says 0-0. 19 shots, 8 corners, and that lady right there, Alexis Wagamo, kept everything in front of her. Outstanding performance from the Marshall Thundering Herd goalkeeper. A valiant effort from the Thundering Herd and their goalkeeper to keep it as a draw. Unfortunately, though, they're going to need more than that, still trailing by a couple of points. Better than nothing, but they're going to need some more. They will head home again to play the last 2 games of the season against JMU, who leads in the East, and against Louisiana. The Monarchs will head on the road for their next couple of games. You see some of the saves all night from Alexis Wagamo. Just completely horizontal, getting 2 hands on it, dive after dive. This may have been the scariest one, or one of the scariest ones. A couple of times she had Kioski coming in on her. That's not a replay. That's not the same shot. She did that several times tonight. That's got to be your player of the game if you're looking for one tonight. Alexis Wagamo, the sophomore keeper from North Carolina, keeps it scoreless. She will pick up a shutout. It'll be her 4th shutout of the season. Aaron Jones will pick up a shutout as well. It'll be her 4th shutout as well. Final score here from the Old Dominion Soccer Complex in Norfolk, Virginia. The Monarchs 0, the Herd 0. Old Dominion will go to 9-4-3 on the season. Herd will reach 3-6-5 with only 2 games left. So on behalf of Andrew Hughes and everybody who brought us all the sights and sounds, the cameras, the audio guys, everybody here, we thank you for helping us put this together. This presentation of Sunbelt Soccer on ESPN+. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm Andy Mishaw. Once again, your final score, 0-0.
Hey, get your head in the game, son. The scout from football college is up in the stands.
Maybe you'd rather go to school for insurance.
I didn't raise no insurance, man.
But you did, Dad. Football's your passion, but mine is providing around-the-clock protection to progressive customers of Bundle Home and Auto.
Jamie, we need you out here for football. You're giving up on your dream, James.
No, Dad. I'm giving up on yours.
Oh, James, wait. That's not the exit.
Get ready for hosting at the Home Depot with free delivery on over 2 million items every day. so you can refresh your space before Santa or the family comes to town. Get holiday ready with savings at the Home Depot.
For more than 4 decades now, Ford F-Series has given hardworking folks more of everything they want in a truck. More capability, more power, and more smart technology. That's why, for 47 years now, more people have chosen Ford F-Series than any other brand. To test drive a new F-Series yourself and discover a 47-year legacy of toughness, visit your local Ford store today.
Yeah, sick. Yeah, we're good. Awesome.
No flex, zone. No flex, zone. They know better. They know better.
Get the boneless meal deal only at Wingstop.
Vicks VapoStick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors. Easy to apply for the whole family. Vicks VapoStick. And try new Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors.
Welcome to the NBA playoffs.
What's up, gang?
Y'all know this my time of the year, man.
The new kids on the block. I look all right on this. They are knocking on the door.
Remember when we used to practice game winners?
Murray could have been gone.
Nobody wants to go home.